This is Midweek Politics with Dave Pakman.
Hey, welcome back to Midweek Politics. David Pakman here. A couple other things on Christine O'Donnell. Sarah Palin gave her some pretty interesting advice, and it's interesting in the sense that it's the exact narrative that conservative media is trying to pretend does not exist, but we all know actually does, which is just speaking through Fox News, essentially, which is something that is of course, expected, but at the same time denied very often. Sarah Palin did it. She didn't win, so arguably it didn't work for her. And I have the video of it, and I'll play it for you here. This is on Bill O'Reilly, by the way. Let's take a listen. This is Sarah Palin talking about what Christine O'Donnell should do.
Yeah, very quickly. She's going to have to dismiss that. Go with her gut. Get out there. Speak to the American people. Speak through Fox News. And let the independents who are tuning into you, let them know what it is that she stands for, the principles behind her positions.
Right. Speak through Fox News. That's the advice. This is the advice from the Oracle of Wasilla, Lewis, to Christine O'Donnell. Don't bother with that lamestream media because they'll just ask you tough questions you don't want to answer.
It's good advice. Truth be told, it's very good advice.
It is good advice. It's far better to go to Fox News Channel because they'll just toss her softballs and let her spin uninterrupted. By the way, this is essentially what Jan Brewer is doing, the governor of Arizona. After her complete disaster during that debate, now she's just limiting herself completely. Christine O'Donnell is avoiding telling CNN when her events even are because they don't want them showing up. So here's Hannity. He actually got an interview with Christine O'Donnell, essentially giving her warm milk. No tough questions at all. And here's an example. There's just not a single tough question being asked. This is from last night on Sean Hannity show. By the way, Christine O'Donnell being made up to look more and more like Sarah Palin.
Bill Maher, a friend of yours, obviously. You did his show a lot, apparently.
Yeah, unfortunately.
All right, he comes up with this tape. What was it, 1999? You made an appearance.
Yes.
Talking, I guess, about a boyfriend when you were a teenager?
Right.
Okay. Saying that you had dabbled into witchcraft. Well, why don't you explain for people that maybe, what was that about?
Well, what was that about, Christine? Let me see if I can have an even easier question for you than that. And in part two, it's certainly not getting any tougher for Christine O'Donnell. Not one bit.
And we continue now with Delaware's GOP Senate nominee and the subject of all the Democrats' recent attacks. Christine O'Donnell is with us. Governor Sarah Palin tweeted, and I thought she gave you some interesting advice, and I want to get your take on it. Christine O'Donnell's strategy, time's limited. Use it to connect with local voters whom you'll be serving versus appeasing national media seeking your destruction.
She's absolutely right. Governor Palin is right. That's a great piece of advice, and that's exactly what we're doing.
Right.
I had some business in New York.
She had some business in New York, so that's the only reason she did the Hannity show. She is going on the national media to say she will not be doing national media. Mm-hmm. She's going on Sean Hannity's New York-based national TV show to say she will not be doing national media because that's not a good investment of her time.
And speaking through Fox News is the best possible thing she could do for herself.
Right. It's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fascinated to see where this will go. I believe she will not win. I am hopeful that if charges are warranted because of this financial scam that she seems to have been running, using campaign money, allegedly, to pay her own bills for years.
I can't help but think that here comes Sarah Palin, right? And she just kind of sets this whole thing in motion. And then Christine O'Donnell is kind of like the catalyst. They almost like glamorize politics.
Right.
And now I can't help but think there's like a bunch of women sitting at home thinking, oh, wow, look at all that campaign money. Like I could be in the spotlight. I could be buying like Gucci bags and Prada shoes and be on Fox News and get a makeover. And
I don't know if the Fox News...
I could be in politics.
I don't know how glamorous Fox News is, but I heard that the Republican Party is still paying for a lot of Sarah Palin's bills and clothing and all of that thing. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Midweek Politics is made possible in part by the Daily Hampshire Gazette and GazetteNet.com, connecting our communities with local news and information. by the National Priorities Project and Smith College Department of Government, hosting Congresswoman Donna Edwards on Sunday, October 3rd. More information at nationalpriorities.org. By DIF Design, specializing in custom business websites at difdesign.com. To find out more about underwriting Midweek Politics, visit midweekpolitics.com.